What's going on, guys? It's time for another ratings review. Today EA released the top 10 fastest skaters in NHL 22. But first, I actually want to mention something from last video looking at the best shooters. I thought Andrei Svechnikov being 6th on the list there for the hardest slap shot seemed a little high for him. And this Twitter account here actually mentioned how he only took 8 slap shots all last season. And I think he's only scored 1 slap shot in his entire career. So that kind of shows you what I'm talking about when I say EA's ratings have a lot of room for improvement. And you guys are going to see more of that today looking at the top 10 skaters. So starting off here, guys, first on the list, no doubt about it, Connor McDavid there, but he's got 96 speed. You might be thinking, 96 speed, tactics, that's a pretty high rating. Thing is, last year he had 97 speed, so how McDavid dropped 1 speed point, I have no idea. He put up, 2 points a game last season, looked pretty fast to me, so even though he's first on the list, dropping him by 1 absolutely makes no sense. Honestly, he is one of, if not the fastest skater we've ever seen in the NHL. I think if anyone has an argument for 99 speed, it's Connor McDavid, and honestly, it's fun. Why not just give it to him to drop him in speed? It's a slap in the face to Connor McDavid. Now, number 2, you have Nathan MacKinnon, tied with Matthew Barzal, both 94 speed. I do think McKinnon's a very fast player, but I think Barzal is faster, and we actually know this from the fastest skater competition. You could say, you know, they're not always trying their hardest or whatever, but these guys are pretty competitive. I feel like they're going to try and win it. It takes literally 13 seconds. Why not give it your all for 13 seconds? And honestly, this is like our only real gauge of speed apart from the eye test. You can see there, Barzal quite a bit faster than Nathan MacKinnon. So although MacKinnon is fast, I think I would probably have him as like a 93. Barzal, honestly, I would give a 95, if not a 97. And like I said, maybe give McDavid a 99. You got Taylor Hall, Dylan Larkin, Kasperi Kapanen, Cale Makar, Quinn Hughes, Johnny Gaudreau, Evgeny Kuznetsov, all behind them, tied with 93 speed. Taylor Hall makes a ton of sense, a very, very fast player. Same, of course, goes for Dylan Larkin. He actually has the record for the All-Star Games fastest skater competition, but he did get that little head start there before they started timing it. So we need like a legit one-on-one him and McDavid. Hopefully we'll get that at the All-Star competition this year if it happens. Kasperi Kapanen actually is a surprising name on this list, not because he's not fast, but because he's not a star like the rest of these guys, and usually EA just doesn't have non-star players in their top 10 list. So seeing him makes me even more upset that some really fast non-star players other than him aren't on this list. You got Cale Makar there, who I think is a good, fast, defenseman, but I wouldn't have him as a top 10 fastest skater in the NHL. I think he's more of an agility guy. Same goes for Quinn Hughes. If you guys didn't notice, he was actually in that fastest skater competition at the bottom there, 14.2. Barzal, who finished first, beat him by over a second, which might not sound like a lot, but when you're talking about 13 seconds total, like 1 second is a ton of time. Even Chris Kreider there almost beat him by a second. Kreider's nowhere on this list. Barzal being only 1 speed point more than Quinn Hughes makes absolutely no sense. Like, clearly he's so much faster, and they need to actually show that with the ratings. So like I said, maybe make Barzal a 97 and drop Quinn Hughes to 91, 90. That would actually be a lot more realistic. Like David 99. Fill everyone else, somewhere in there. Johnny Gaudreau 93. Johnny Gaudreau is fast. I really don't have any problem with that. I probably would have a 92 though. I don't think he's quite as fast as Dylan Larkin, as Taylor Hall, even a guy like Kasperi Kapanen. Evgeny Kuznetsov there, 93, final guy on this list. Surprising name to see. When I think Kuznetsov, I don't think of a fast guy. I think of like a dynamic, playmaking forward who can shoot the puck. Speed is not what I think for him. When I think speed, Andreas Athanasiou, and again, not a star player, but Kapanen's on this list. AA should definitely be on this list, have at least 93 speed. Braden Point's another one, and he is a star player, so the fact he's left off is a big surprise, especially since he has an X Factor, and his X Factor is wheels for being a fast skater. I don't get it. I already mentioned him, but Bull Byron, I think, looking at the list, looking at the numbers here, even if McDavid is the top at 96, Byron should be at least a 93, and like I said, I really think a lot of these guys should have, faster speed than they're shown here. Chris Kreider, we saw he was second on that list before McDavid went. McDavid beat him, so he finished third, but he beat Quinn Hughes by a lot. If Quinn Hughes is a 93, Kreider should be a 94, and then like I said, Barzal's like a 97 based on that. A guy like Jack Eichel, he's another superstar player. Again, going back to that list, he was faster than MacKinnon by almost half a second. McKinnon's at 94. Eichel's not even shown here. Again, it is, one fastest skater competition. I'm sure the numbers change a little bit, but it's kind of like the most concrete evidence we have for different players' speed, and it's better, like I said, than just kind of watching a guy and trying to guess how fast he is. So when you look at things like that, you look at the numbers here, they don't really add up. And even, too, like, having, 7 guys there with 93 just seems kind of lazy to me. I feel like make McDavid 99, Make Barzell 97. Give McKinnon, honestly, you could leave him at 94. Give Byron a 95, Hall and Larkin, maybe they're 93s, maybe Braden Point's like a 94 or something. I feel like they could have done a lot better job here with the top 10 speed list. Also, two guys, it wasn't in the tweets, but on the website, they actually have the top 10 agility. And if you guys don't know, agility has to do with how well a player can move side to side, quick turns, things like that. McDavid, again, top of the list there, 96 agility, but still, one less than 97 he had last year. And like my big complaint with McDavid's ratings last year was, although he was the best player in the game, he is so much better than the rest of the league that he should have been even higher. So to see that they dropped both his speed and agility by 1 has me really concerned that McDavid's overall may have dropped, and after literally a career season, that is the absolute last thing they should have done. So hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully for whatever reason they thought he was a little bit too quick, but his overall stays the same, if not gets higher, because I think they have him as a 95, and he should honestly be like a 97, if not a 99 player. Patty Kane 95. Patrick Kane moves around the ice so well. I have no qualms with that. McKinnon 94, again, no qualms. McCarr 94, that actually makes a lot more sense for McCarr than the speed, because again, I feel like a defenseman, they're usually back skating. They're making those, quick turns to catch a guy, moving around side to side a lot more than just skating up the ice. Now, having said that, McCarr is one of the best skating defensemen, so if any defenseman was on the top 10 speed list, I would have it be Cale Makar, but at the same time, I feel like there's probably at least 10 forwards in the league faster than him. After that, you have Kucherov 94. I don't know if, Kucherov top 5 in agility in the league. When I think Kucherov, the dude just has sick hands, sick shot. I'm not really looking at Kucherov's skating, but, I could be wrong. Mitch Marner 93, I think, makes a lot of sense. Quinn Hughes 93, so like I said, I don't think he should have been on the top 10 fastest skaters, but agility, I'm fine with that. Panarin again, 93. These are just guys that they skate around the ice so well. Braden Point 93, so he does make top 10 agility, but couldn't make top 10 fastest skaters for some reason. Johnny Gaudreau's also there with 93. So some guys not here. Matt Barzal. That one doesn't really make a lot of sense. Matt Barzal not only is really fast, but if you watch like his fastest skater competition, the dude's crossovers are insane. He skates so well. Not only straight lines, but also side to side, his turns or whatever. Barzal should be top 5 in agility. It should be at least 94, if not a 95. Taylor Hall, I feel like, there's an argument he's got really good straight line top end speed, but not as good agility. So I'm fine with that. Same goes for Dylan Larkin. I think they actually got that right, having those guys top 10 speed, but not agility. Barzal, on the other hand, I think they got wrong not having on this list. And kind of surprisingly, with speed, usually acceleration goes hand in hand, but for whatever reason, they're only showing the top 10 speed and agility. So that's it, guys, for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about these ratings so far. Clearly you can see that I'm, a little bit annoyed by some of these. I always just think like they could be doing a better job, and really it just looks like they're just not, giving it their full attention, really diving in and trying to get the ratings as accurate as possible, which is sad to see, but our saving grace this year might be roster sharing. They still haven't confirmed it's not in the game, so I'm still holding out hope that we actually might get it. Until then, though, guys, that is it for this one. If you did enjoy it, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.